Hello, my name is Acidic Logarithm, and welcome to a new series I've been thinking of making. This will be known as Building by the Block, and in this series, we're going to be building any houses that we've decided based on an architecture or category. And for the first episode, we're just doing a maisonette. Now, a maisonette is one of the more recent types of architecture that has been around. I believe the first one has been made and constructed in the 1960s due to the influx of suburban homes, and they were cheaper to make because they were smaller and because they were in the more rural areas of the city during those times. One of the first ones I believe was made in Birmingham, England, in which it was constructed with wood, concrete, steel, and other materials. But for this instance, we will do one based off a new design in Kenya. This home will be reconstructed based on how it looks like and its materials. Since it has a white color palette, we're going to base it off of that. Now, the materials you'll be needing are chiseled stone bricks, cobblestone, stone, sea lanterns, a lantern, doesn't matter which type, white concrete, shroom lights, quartz stairs, quartz pillars, bricks, blocks of quartz, and smooth quartz blocks. Now, these I will get back to in a while, as they're going to be more optional. Now, you first start off by placing quartz pillars and placing 6 blocks away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You use quartz bricks to fill in the gap, and then after this you place around here, that's where your 2 doors will be. Afterwards you're going to put your quartz pillar and then go 8 blocks until placing the next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So right here is where the quartz pillar goes. So that should be 9 blocks across. Now what's next is that you go all the way around here and place 25 blocks before placing the next quartz pillar. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then quartz pillar. So this should all be 27 blocks wide. Afterwards, same thing, quartz bricks. This time it'll be only 12 blocks across. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Place your quartz pillar. Should be 14 blocks across. Afterwards, you go down 11 blocks before placing the next quartz pillar. 10 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pillar, 12 blocks across. This next bit's now 4 blocks. 1, 2, messed up. So you add another one, and then there. So we're gonna exclude this bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you connect with quartz bricks. Okay. Now that we have our first layer, how much we're using for the maisonette, we're now going to add the balcony part, like that part right here. So, right, and in no particular order do you build 6 blocks up. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be right. 2, 4, 6. Perfect. Same thing on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Only one thing that's going to set these apart from one another is that since this is a doorway, it's often that there's a little gap here. So then there's no gap. So it looks a bit nicer. So same thing, 6 blocks up with no particular order. Make sure that it's stone. And that's how you keep it for now. Alright? Same thing on this side, you mirror it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There. 6 blocks on both sides. Okay. This bit we'll move on to this bit in a short while. So now that we have this all set, just build up to match. 6 and 6. All corners should be 6 blocks wide. or 6 blocks tall rather, excuse me. Okay, so now you have all the corners set up, and you just kind of connect them. So for the window bit, I forgot. There's always a window when it comes to building homes. So what I use were glass panes. Color does not matter at all. So I'm just gonna go with the good one right here. My preferred color, black, right here for glass panes, and then we just move up to match. And then it doesn't matter what you use in between. It could be bricks, a variation like that. Any of those building blocks. Same thing. Right here. And then doesn't matter the order, and there. So we're close to getting the first bit done. Okay, so slight mistake. Well, for me, this is how I particularly choose mine. I usually tend to cap off my bits right here for the glass, so that it doesn't look a bit untidy. And after that, I usually put right here stairs to kind of make it look a bit neater in a sense. So yeah, we're gonna be finishing that. This will again be left for a later time. We'll get to that in a bit. Alright, and then just fill in the walls. I particularly like giving texture to my builds. So what I do is that I'll usually just add a whole layer, and in that one I went for a layer with smooth, 1 line, 2 lines regular quartz, and then a line of concrete. But this one doesn't matter. We're gonna mix it up. So for this bit, 2 layers of concrete. Okay, now that we're back, again we're gonna leave this bit. This will be a quick surprise for a bit after when we get the rest of the building done. So for the home, obviously there's gonna be 2 doors, right? So for that, I'm just gonna cap it to make it look nice with quartz pillars, and then followed by some white concrete going like that, and then fill it in with quartz bricks, anything you want. I'll just go like that for now. Okay, so after this, again, same layer, doesn't matter. I'm gonna decide to go 2 quartz bricks, just 1 single layer. I'm gonna add quartz stairs all the way around. First layer facing down, and then you'll see how it turns out when I add it. And then like this. Alright, and then second bit, as you can see, we're facing it upside down, so it looks like it's a little gap. I've always thought these look nice. So we're gonna keep going. Alright, this is where we put a bit different, okay? This we're gonna get to this bit. So since most of you probably assume what this is a garage, not a garage. And we're gonna decorate this in a bit. But first, since it's only gonna be a couple blocks tall, we're just gonna layer this with smooth quartz all the way, right here. Right here. There. After that, you can just decorate it how you want. And it doesn't really particularly matter. Some of you can go all the way like this with quartz pillars. It's all the way to how you feel about your build. So right here, same thing, since I prefer using stairs to add some depth. Looks nice, and that's how I decided to make my garage. Now to add a bit of depth, now that we have the basic right here, basic structure, we're gonna add some depth because garages aren't usually like that. They have some level of depth to them. And we're gonna go like this. And then we're gonna do this. Add any layer you want, concrete. And yes, you go like this, there, and then you have some depth added to your build. Looks really good so far. And then we have all this other bits in here. Now, to start on the floor plan. Well, it doesn't matter how it's made. It just happens like how you want it to happen. So for me, I prefer usually, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yes, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm just gonna move it a bit more to the left by 1 block. As you notice, I usually use quartz bricks for my builds, for the flooring, or like the bottom layer of the wall. And so you just go up, match the height, give a 2 block gap, and then just use any pattern you'd like. There. And then just match how you guys want it. I'm gonna go with a layer of quartz, then the layer of pillars, then some bricks again, followed by 2 layers of concrete. Now I'm gonna mirror this on this side as well. Right here, this will be later used for the staircase. I'm gonna do it right now. Right here, stairs, stairs, and then just the flooring. I usually it doesn't matter for me. I'll just use pillars for now. And then like that, and then same deal. Alright, here I'm gonna change this bit. The pillar looks nicer. And then up, and then up. There we go. You see? That's first floor right here for the staircase done. And then we'll move on here to the next bit, adding different rooms. Right, to start on the garage. Okay, now what you're gonna do is build out until right here with this pillar meets that one, and then just put a pillar on this side. Again, 6 blocks up till you reach here. 6 blocks, and then mix and match however you guys want it. Like this, like that. And then I'm gonna use some depth. Here, some texture, and then like that. There. Here, first wall done, and then just match here. Say this is where it gets a bit different. So I'm gonna go here, a couple blocks out, about 5 blocks out, and then you just move up in here. Make sure to put quartz pillars for your corners, and then just meet until you get 2 block out. That's where the doors go. Pillar again up till 6 blocks. And here, it doesn't matter what the order is. It doesn't matter what color combinations. Just choose your color combinations. For this, I use stone brick stairs. Like this, like that, and then like that, just to give it a nice kind of feel for it. I swap it, and then just mix and match. There we go. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. Right here for each of these walls, and then pillar right here, and then smooth block of quartz, and then right here, not quartz bricks, and then you add, and then just again mix and match. All right, next part, we're gonna add another room in here, different places. Right here for this bit, we're just gonna put some stone bricks, quartz bricks, sorry. Right here, 6 blocks up. There we go, we met it, and then again mix and match. And then right here, I'm gonna put right here white concrete like that, and then quartz bricks on top, and then here there we go. Oops. And then quartz pillars, followed by a block of quartz on top. We're gonna save this spot in a while for decoration. So for here, we're just gonna put sea lanterns for some lighting. What's next? That we give a 2 block corridor, and then just put some more. So same thing, pillar, and then just put a solid wall, and then right here, and mix and match. This will be used as a separating wall between the bathrooms, or the lavatory, and the kitchen/dining area. What's next is that we add a small gap right here. We had the walls, right? This is all kitchen/dining, or whatever room you want. And then right here, we finish with the first floor. It's basically. Alright, now the next bit will be flooring. For this, I'm gonna use the ones here in the chest that I talked about. So for the first floor, it'll be a bit different, as I've decided that it's gonna be a checkered floor of usually just diorite and polished black stone. So you just have to follow this pattern until you have the entire floor covered. And to do that, boom, Magic. That's how it's done. Okay, so all the flooring's done. As you can see, the garage isn't. Again, for a later time. And we're going to start off on the second floor right now. Oops. Okay, so for this bit, we're gonna make it a bit harder. Right here, we're gonna have to edit this staircase. To edit this entire bit, to make it nice for the ceiling, we're going to add an extra block. Luckily, there aren't really any pillars here. So then we could just add a simple pillar. I'll match the height. Match the height, and again with this one. So you can see the flooring isn't done for this bit. Later time. Now we're just gonna build up. Like here, and then, you know, and then here, flooring, this and that, flooring, this and that, and there. Now we've reached this. So for this one bit, we're gonna use smithing tables, not for their rugged texture on top, but for the pretty texture they have at the bottom, which is a nice red. Let's see if I can help that. If I can help show that with the shroom light and setting this to nighttime. As you can see, they have a nice texture. A nice one. So yeah, this is just for my preference. I'm gonna use smithing tables the entire ceiling. Now, one is asking themselves, why don't you add them up here so that you can have the flooring for this bit? It's that the plan is I'm gonna change all this by adding dark oak to add a new layer of flooring as another tip for building. And here, like that. So we're gonna finish the flooring, and then I'll be back in a moment. Okay, flooring's done. As you can see, I left the staircase opening for the simple fact that if I added any over here, I wouldn't be able to really get up. I could through here, but yeah, this makes sense. You just put it in one spot. So as you can see, all the flooring is done, except for this bit right here. Alright, as you can see, all the flooring is now done, except this bit. The room's so small I kind of forgot it existed. So now all flooring is complete. So this is all done, and then what's left is that as I showed in the example, we're going to cover the rest of the flooring with dark oak planks. And this shouldn't take too long, so I'll just come back to you in a bit. Flooring is done for real. Didn't forget this one spot. And as you can see, there's 2 gaps for very good reason. The second floor is a bit smaller, about a meter. A block less than the first floor, than the ground floor. Right here, there. As you can see, we added the barrier. So now, this is what we have to work with. As you can see here, we're gonna add some dimension. So here we add the quartz pillars horizontally to make it 2 blocks out, as you can see. And then same deal here. And just add any other block you want. And what I did for this bit, is add some stairs to give it a nice color and texture. And this is kind of how I went with it, like that. And then just for this, just go like that. Right here, and then you add your lantern. And then you add your quartz pillar right here. 6 blocks, same thing. 3, 6. Okay. All corners have been covered. And same deal, mix and match however you like. And same thing with me. I'm gonna go with a full brick layer followed by a mix of quartz. It's both smooth and not. And then followed by some concrete. Gotta find a concrete. There you go, concrete. And then my stairs right here, and then just go like this. Alright, I'm gonna do that with all the all the walls and I'll be right back. Alright, flooring's done. Now we just have to add the balcony bit. That's why I added the layer here and why we're going to be using this, why there's a couple holes here. So for that, first just cover it up with some panes. Same thing here, give it a nice feel. And then right here with these other two windows. Now, as you can see, there isn't really much there, which is why we're going to block it off like this. And then we've covered it off. There. And then, as per usual, we're going to add this little, right here, layer for some nice, for some texture, as well as kind of realistic of how it would be. Alright, now build it up to up here, right there. 4 blocks up, regardless of pattern. 3 and 4, there. And then same thing over here. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. There, now you have that bit done. What's next? You grab your crimson fence and go up 2 blocks. There. Now that we have the exterior already complete, almost complete, we're going to start with the interiors. We're going to wall in the places, and we'll start on that right now. To save us the trouble from getting the exterior or the interior confused, we're just going to carve out all this entire space right here so that we make sure not to get confused, and sub it in, oops, wrong block, and sub it in for dark oak. That'll make it easier to start off, and we'll be done in a bit right here. Right here, and we'll start right now. Okay, to start on the first floor, we're gonna have to start off from this corner and count out 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then just go out the entire time right here, up until you reach here, in which you just dig out like that. And this entire spot right here, this entire area is for part of the master bedroom. So we're going to do this pillar up to build height, and well, not build height, the height of the building, and then you know the deal, mix and match. Okay, once the walls has been set in, there you can start off on how you want to make this. Right here, you're just, to save the trouble, just put the quartz pillar up here, and then there, mix and match. Now how I do it is that I usually put it here. This would be perfect considering how it's being built. It's like this. And then you put your 2 doors. Okay, fill in the wall as usual. There you go. And then here, this is where where the bedroom is. You separate out where you want your walk-in closet technically. So you just go here and separate it from where the bathroom is. So just right here. And then you put your quartz pillar right here, or in this corner. That's where the corner is. And then like that. Right here. There, and then go 6 blocks up. There we go, and then just fill it in however you want, mix and match. There you go, and then same deal. Boom, boom. Closet door, and then there. Now all of this has been set. Bedroom, closet. Oh, right. And the bathroom. Right here. Alright, to separate it all, just put your usual stone, your quartz bricks. That's what I kind of decided to do for my ceiling for both apartments. Like this, and like that. So this one's going to be slightly taller than the other one, as you can see already, because there's nothing really covering it. So this one's going to be 6 blocks or 5 blocks tall. Alright, now that we have this set, now moving on to the next room, which is going to be the work/home office, or bedroom. Now what you do here, same thing. You got 3 blocks from this wall, skip 1 for the door, and then place your pillar right here. And then again, to build height, or the height of the apartment, and mix and match. That room's already been covered, so then just go just a couple blocks further out like that. And I decided that since this would really just be a waste of space right here, and we go out like this 2 blocks, and then we continue. Boom, there we go. And then bricks. You have a little block space right here. You can just remove that corner and then mix and match again. That's the second room complete. Alright, also cover this. Alright, second room complete. And then just fill it in with your block of choice as a ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so this has been separated well. After that room's been taken out, which is now 6 blocks wide, right? So, same thing. Go 5 from this pillar out before placing the next one, and same thing before you reach this one. Alright, now door in the middle to make it symmetrical, and here, like this. Alright, make these symmetrical, same pattern design, and then just pillar up to the height of the building, and then same deal. Alright, make sure that the top bits are just from white concrete, just to make it a bit easier to separate, and then choose your block of choice. For me, it's just the stairs, same thing, same pattern, or rather not, because then it would just look a bit messy from this side and that side. So we're just gonna go for here, and boom, there you go. Rooms 2 and 3, well, 3 and 4 are done. Fill in all the open holes with quartz bricks, and yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, now that we're back, we're gonna add some lighting. So in these corners, add your sea lanterns. We're just gonna cover it like this with quartz pillars, and then just wall this in. You put your white concrete here, and then you just fill this in. If you want for like a little small room here, you just put a ladder. Boom, boom, boom. And then just cover this in with stairs. Lighting is over here, and just put your windows like that. There we go. Looks nice. Alright, now all of these have been lit up. Well, the top floor at least. And there you go. Alright, for this bit, since it's the garage, it's obviously going to be rugged, and as usual in most garages, it's usually made from stone. And what I do is that I usually texture it out by randomly putting them in patterns. So that way it looks like some parts have been worn down a bit more, others haven't because they've been recently put in, or they aren't just really used as often. So what you do is that you just put random stone combinations. Doesn't even have to be this. You can put other things, well, other blocks with kind of the same color but different textures. And you can just mix it up like that, like this, and then mix and match. So yeah, this is what I usually do when it comes to making like worn down parts or like garages. There we go. And then just as usually seen, you put this. Put some stairs as like a different kind of border around this, and stone right here. Then you put your doors here, and this floor has been complete. Obviously it's empty because that's up to you guys when you want to put your builds. So now that I have to take off this enchantment of night vision so that we can actually work on how to light up the place. That's why I have shroom lights and lanterns, because they mix and match. Bats. Hello. Well, I have bats, so I usually mix and match since like they're similar in hue. Well, not hue, but same kind of color. It's reddish, and then this is orange, so it goes well together. Like they're right next to each other. And then you add it just to give it like a kind of old garage kind of feel. And then here, lanterns and lanterns. Alright, let's see how it looks like when I take away my night vision. There you go. It looks really nice. Now to add it a bit better, just put in the corners here. You put your corners out here and looks a bit nice. Usual in some garages, there's usually some windows, but on the higher parts of the building. So there you go. Garage is now done, and through that, so is everything else except the lighting. Now that we finished this bit right here with the exterior and most of the interior, we're going to show you how it looks like, all lit up with nothing really there. You have to add your doors. You can see I added in the wrong spot, and there we go. We have a bat problem. Don't know how we can get rid of them. They're pretty much everywhere. Okay, so we finished this all. We're gonna start on the roof right now, much like this one, pretty much the same. So what we're gonna do is give this right here. We could just use some quartz slabs, and then what we do is that we just cover this all right here. So I'm gonna do all this to the entire thing, and I'll be right back in a bit. I decided to add a bit more windows, and now after I finish adding the little baseline that I have planned out for this. So what we're gonna do is in our inventory grab some nether brick stairs. It's pretty close to that color, and my texture pattern makes it look black. Excuse me. Alright, there we go. And then just dig out like this, and then just wrap it around all the way. So now what's next is that you go like this, you build up, and then you go like that. Okay, now you're gonna have to do this pattern of putting the block under and then over until you get to this point where they meet. After this, you can either decide to make another floor or kind of just fill this in and then build this all around, kind of like what I did here. I decided to just fill this in and then kind of make it a bit flat all around here, kind of like this, and then you have to continue this pattern until you get to up here. Afterwards, you just kind of flatten it out like this and just go all the way. I'm gonna do all this and then show you an example on how flat it should be, and I'll be right back. Alright, now I've finished, and I kind of have two different examples. One where it's kind of more flat, using more slabs than stairs, and the other one is a bit more higher. It's using a lot more stairs and slabs, kind of evening it out once we reach this bit. And now with this one, you have an opportunity of having a third floor, making it large enough right here for this bit. And yeah, so then you can just use stairs to cover this right here to make it look nice, like this right here. Alright, you can use this to cover it up like here, and then with all this, you can get white stained glass to kind of make this a bit easier to fill in. Right here. Right there, and then right here we can use this. There, now that's covered. There we go. And then just to kind of hide this bit, just lift it right here with some nether brick stairs, and there you go. You have that covered, and now you have a new place to put it in. So yes, these are the two options. And here doesn't have much decoration. And here has a bat problem. We'll get rid of that soon. Empty garage. And rooms that you can choose what to make with them, like this right here. And a possible backyard, much like this. And this is one of the examples. So this is the reference more so. This one has a more flat roof. That one is a bit thicker, kind of like a usual home. And when you go in, it has decorations. Obviously there's your garden with your bushes, your roses. Right here, your tree saplings, some bamboo, some wild plants, gravel covered with wood tracks. Right here you have your apparent boombox with your TV, your books, for your CDs, right? Here decorate them with plants and pots and paintings. Right here, the garage, my version of a car. Right here, filled with this in. Right here, your tool desk. Right here with your cup of joe. And right here, some tools are here being hung. Empty cabinets. Right here, and then there's some chests and stuff as a storage room. And then right here, we have all these places right here. We have these tables, the dining room. Right here, added a wall right here, put with cabinets, empty cabinets, a stove, an apparent dishwasher, cauldron with a napkin or a towel, your fridge here with some parts, and then another cup. So this is the first floor. You can use the room I use as a bathroom here with a mirror. And then all of these can be used when you go upstairs as a second TV room here with more decoration, a bit more expensive because it's on the second floor. Right here you have people who are fans of a sports team here with their small room having a computer, their small little wardrobe or cabinet. And then you go down here, this is the guest room with an old computer, some books, a painting, a potted plant. And right here, and this is the twins room, or right here. They support different teams. As you can see, they have a bit of a competition with their potted plants. Paintings, empty bookshelves, cabinets, different, same PC, different mouse to show who they support, right? And here, as we go on, this is the at-home office right here with their potted plant, all their good things right here. And then, as you can see, the master bedroom right here, you can see all the stuff, their personal bathroom. And the difference is that in that one there was a walk-in closet, but in this one you have a small storage area. So these are some of the examples, as you can see, of how to build maisonettes, how to decorate them, and how to add a background. Right here, as you can see, grilling, pools, other things, dining tables, and al fresco. And this just concludes how to build a maisonette. If you enjoyed this series, make sure to leave a like, consider subscribing, it'd be greatly appreciated. And yes, this is one of many, hopefully many series on how to build. I personally enjoyed doing this, and I hope you did as well. I'll see you in the next episode, and